Okay, now moving on to our next hip hinge progression is the hip thrust. Now the hip thrust differs from the glute bridge as it's performed off a bench of some height. Now we're going to use this nice flat bench here. You could also perform it off a decline bench, which I'll show you after this first example. So the setup. Now you want to position the bottom of your shoulder blade on the edge of the bench. So I will drop down until my shoulder blade just touches the bench. Now the feet are in the same position as they were for the glute bridge, and that is shoulder width apart, toes turned out slightly as they would be in a squat stance. Now I would position your hands on your hips, and from here I'm going to drive up through my heels again and drop back down. Now you'll notice that my head moves with the movement. So as I go up, I look at the ceiling, and as I come down, I look at the wall in front of me. And that ensures that the spine stays straight and you're not arching through your back and getting excessive, what we call flexion, which would look like this. And you'll see that my lower back is bending, and it should look like this. Okay, and what the hip thrust does that the glute bridge doesn't, it moves you through a greater range of motion. So you're putting the glutes and the hamstrings through a greater stretch.